Hey there folks, this is GreenXI welcoming you back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. This is episode 43. What I've done between the last episode and this episode is just flown us back to Sultry Island where we started with Celeste in the World of Ruin. If you look at the map in the bottom right corner, you can see that the Sultry Island is just the tiny little island at the bottom of the map, bottom left of the map. So just come here. I've also put Mog into the party with the relic Malulu's Charm, which we got just as we got Mog. Check the wall just behind Mog, which will stop all random encounters so long as he's in the party. I'll come back here for a little side questy thing. Most of this episode is going to be side questy stuff, more so than usual. Just for this Magicite. Quetzali. I think that's supposed to be similar to Quetzalcoatl from Final Fantasy VIII. I've never actually used it as a summon. Let's have a look if it's actually any good. Lifts the party up for an aerial attack. See, he's a wind type as well, or it seems it. Haste, slow, Histaga. Slow, that could be really good, Histaga, but my intention is to have haste ready on everyone anyway from, you know, those shoes that speed her up. So I'm not going to be making much use of that Esper, even though it does give you some pretty good spells, I guess. Anyways, what's up next? We are now going to head to the Coliseum. And this is where Sets is actually going to be a little bit useful for a change. We need to go to the top left of the map, so I'm going to turn around and go down the bottom way. So we go off the edge of the map and to the top. It looks like the Opera House from the, you know, pretty much the start of the game, I guess. And I'm not sure, it might actually be the Opera House, but they did it all up when the world changed. I'm not sure. Anyways, look who's here! Ultros! Me, the great and noble Ultros, reduced to working as a receptionist in this stinking Coliseum. Yeah, that's right. Ultros is a receptionist now, and that's why we'll never be seeing them again. You better not bet any cheap crap on Mr. Typhon. I'll have to catch and teach her a lesson. Yep, Typhon's here as well. We only beat him once, but I say beat him. Rest at the end if we really need to, but we're just gonna go for it. Oh, I do want to save first. Oh, it doesn't matter. I haven't done much anyway. With pleasure. All you gotta do, bet the night down. In this case, I'm betting a very specific thing that we got back in Daryl's Crypt, I think it was. Tomb. Yeah, no, what I mean. Where is it? The Regal Gown. There it is. We'll be betting this, and if we win, we'll be getting something better back. And that's the thing about the Coliseum. It's brilliant. Okay, that was quite strange. The thing about the Coliseum, you don't actually get to control your character. But because we got these darts on Setzer. Shit. That worked out well. That did not work out how I was expecting it to. We got the darts on, which is meant to kill an enemy in one, but it didn't happen. Okay, what I'm going to do is load the game back up so we have the Regal Gown again. I'll see you in a bit, folks. Okay, new plan, folks. Because that enemy keeps using death against Setzer, we have no chance of beating it. So, we're going to have to go and get an item that will help us along with that. Will protect us from the death spell. And I know exactly where to find one, because that's what I was going to do after the Coliseum. So maybe I should have done this first. It's on this line continent, so I call it. In the middle of here we can get to now because we have the airship. Because we got Mog in the party with Malulu's Charm, we won't be getting any random encounters. So we can go through this place. Yeah, never mind him for now. We can go through this place without having any random encounters, which is exactly what we need because we'd never be able to beat the enemies here. So the special thing about this place is that you have to use magic to get through it. Don't pay the 100,000. I just pretty much told you what the secret was. And he's talking to them. They've given the souls over to Kefka. Right. How about you? Just house hunt to the cult of Kefka. There's supposed to be a priceless treasure up on the highest level. It's a really good item, but by the time you get it, it's pretty pointless because you're probably strong enough to not need it. So I don't know if I'll be going for it during this series. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but I think what I might just do is give you the strategy for it in the video description somewhere or something like that. I think this is pointless otherwise. This is the only reason we're coming here for now. Safety bit. Protects against death, like I was saying. So let's chuck it on. What's that? No, okay, it prevents against some other stuff. What's the safety bit then? I'm pretty sure it's... There it is. Prevents petrification, zombie, and instant death. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll see you back at the Coliseum. Okay, folks, let's try this again. We've got Setzer's safety bit on, so that's brilliant. Here we go. I've put the Viper darts on, which can kill an enemy in one. I explained this before, I'm pretty sure, but whatever. Not this time, but death won't work anyway, so we're fine. All Death Machine can probably do now is use physical attacks, which does do quite a bit of damage for a physical attack. Oh, Anthem. No? Oh, we're using Thundara. That's quite strange. Blaster. I think that's petrification if it hits. It's doing loads of those types of hits that would finish us off because we're the only one in the party. So if a death hits, we've lost straight away. But it's just not hitting with anything. Outgetting. And there we go. Dispatched. I don't know how much health it has, I've never fought it the proper way, but here's the extra special item that I was coming for, the Minerva Bustier. The Bustier! Let's equip it. It's going to be a women's thing, Bustiers are in general. Here it is. Breastplate that provides a 25% bonus to maximum MP, brilliant. Loads of really good status enhancements below on the right hand side. So, it's brilliant. It's just one of the best pieces of armour in the game. So, let's get going, because next up we're going to be getting a new character. Not in this episode, don't get me wrong, we're never going to be able to do it in this episode. But how we're going to do it is... Hold on now, let me have a think where it is. Okay, probably taking the long way around, but it's on this continent, on the top part of this continent somewhere. Where is it? I know it's around by here somewhere. Am I on the wrong one? I might be. I must be. It's in the middle of some mountain somewhere, you see. You'll see. Oh, okay. I wrote down South Continent. It's this one, the South Middle Continent, probably. Hopefully. Here we go! You need to land in the middle of over there. I think... I'm not sure how long this episode's been now, because I've had to play around a little bit to get the safety bit and everything. Make sure you're fully healed up before what comes next. So we can use a tent. Not much need for it, but we've got plenty of money and everything, so we might as well use it. This next part... the whole idea of coming here now, instead of when you got 2 full parties, was taken from a little bit of research I had by a guy called the Johnny Marr. He made a Let's Play of this game quite a while ago now, and yeah, it's a really good idea. You just have a full party on the one side. You have to have 2 parties no matter how you go about it. And you have Morg on the other side, who's not going to be taking any fights because he's got the Malulu's charm, and that's why he can be a party of his own. Oh, this is going to be... This is something I've been a little bit nervous about, but let's go for it. Press select to switch between the 2 parties. Right, we're going to take... What I'm going to be calling... The main party is Celeste and everyone, and the Morg party is obviously Morg. So we're going to take the main party... to press the switch, and now Morg can go through, because if we go off the switch, that's going to happen. Let me just put the timer back on because I stopped it for obvious reasons. Sorry, yeah, anyway. Let's get the treasure chest. Or will we? No! Ha! Now we need to make our way back up to where they are. So... yeah, this way. It must be this way. I'm sort of recollecting it. I made a couple of notes. Press that switch, now we can get the chest. There we go, wing edge. That's something for Shadow later on. Okay. see what's going on with these guys now. We still can't do anything with them, so we gotta do something with the Morg party. Ah, we can go through here. There we go. See, we'll be meeting up with the two parties throughout the dungeon. Don't worry about it at all. There'll be some new enemies. I hope they aren't too hard. Ooh, there's quite a few of them. Let's get rid of the undead one first, or the dead one. I think what I'll do is use drill quite a lot, and with sets to make sure not to hit the dead enemies. So if we hit the dead enemies, then maybe they'll be dispatched and then just come straight back, you know, it's pretty pointless. Yeah, these enemies aren't too bad. Good, I'm glad. Oh. Sets are still pretty weak, and that's a bit gutting. But hopefully he'll sort of level up a little bit as we go along. He's not exactly a low level now, but Set's again level. Oh good! What's the chances? Okay, because I'm a little bit nervous about this part, I'm going to be a little bit quiet, I'm sure. I wanted to try and talk more about strategy and stuff in this episode, but I'm just... I don't know. When I have to concentrate, you know. Right, that's it. That takes all the spikes down. Okay. Go downstairs. I'm pretty sure I've missed something. Have I missed something? Ah, here we go. Teleport stone, so we can teleport right down out once we're done, if we really want to. We actually might not need to. Another really good thing about the Minerva Bust here is that it prevents elemental damage, and I forgot to mention that until I just noticed in our battle line. Right, who learnt something? You learnt Cura, didn't you, Set? So that's good. You can be a good healer now then, because his physical attacks aren't that good, so we might as well use him for something. Okay, this is a long dungeon, by the way, folks. We're going to be here for a little while. Empty treasure chest! Oh no! Who could have done that? I thought when I was first playing the game that it was Siegfried because he was stealing treasures from where we got Edgar and everything like that. So we've hit the switch. Okay, the pathway's going to stay there, so let's go down here and go down the bridge. Okay, no enemies, that's good. Was it good? I hope it's good. Ooh, he went down really quick. That's good. Wow. I think the dinosaur dragon, is probably going to be the toughest enemy of the bunch in this battle. Well, he's the biggest. That's how I always base my Final Fantasy enemies. If they're big, they're tough. Apart from like cactus and zombies, they're not big. Even the little sea flowers have got quite a bit of health, that's shocking. I'm going to be cutting this episode off at a pretty random point, I think. Otherwise the episode's just going to go on for too long. Cessa learnt this sooner, Sabin gained level, Sabin learnt Banish, Berserk. Okay, so Sabin, let's have a look at you. How are you doing? 100% on everything? Loads more MP, but does he really need it? Fire, Thundara, Magic +1, I'll do. Gotta heal up a little bit as well. Don't worry, there'll be a save point here, so don't worry about using a bit of magic if you need to. Where are we going? I don't even know. I hope it's the right way. We haven't been this way, so it can't be a bad way. Okay, dead end. We might as well switch over to Morg then. There's not much else we can do. Let's have a little look. We haven't been back downstairs since that happened, so we might as well go down, and that's probably where... Yeah, there we go, the stones. Actually, let's go back a sec, because I've missed something, I know I have. That's the way we need to go, so I'm going to go back and see what's down here. I'll have a little look, you know. That's just back there. Sorry about that. Anyway, there won't be too many bits of backtracking, I hope. Okay. Switch. Right, let's switch back again. You can go through here. You know, this is actually a good leveling place for this point in the game, which you'd expect really, because you're meant to have 2 parties. But, you know, I think it's a good leveling place. Right, switch. So it'd be good to let Mog through. Let's get him through then. I think now might be a good point to... ooh, save point. Now it really would be a good point to... to stop the episode. One thing you can note is that while you can save with Mog now, you can also switch while you're on the save point and save with this party whenever Mog is on the save point, you know? So we can just walk around with the main party and save wherever we want, pretty much, so long as Mog doesn't move off the save point. That's amazing. I love that little bit of information, even though it's nothing huge. Anyway, this has been GreenXI. I hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you again in the next episode when we finish off the Phoenix Cave and get a new character in a bit.